Hello beautiful people, welcome back, live on the farm. Heater trifecta, or I guess it could be a quartet. That guy's broken. Two big boy bad displacement heaters, mobile room heaters, and yeah, the big guy froze up today. Minnesota, we were negative 31 wind chill this morning, negative 10 outside, or temp, whatever. It was a cold one, about 0 right now, maybe up to 5 today. 12/12 December. So making notes for myself and to teach people, make sure you stay up on your heaters if you're trying to do mushroom farm in Minnesota. So here's what we got going on. I got a heater. This is my grow room heater I pulled out here. My oil heater that I had over by my microgreens. Warming up this little heater. So it's all wet in here, and that will turn, that'll make the switch pop. The test switch pop. So it popped when I was at work this morning, so we're probably been off for about 6 hours now that I at least got some of this ice. It was just iced up down here, so there's water. You can see that. Yeah, there's a puddle of water now, and I'll probably suck it up or get a little towel and at least get that water out. But yeah, there's a sensor in there that'll tell that guy to kick off, just if it gets too wet. So these ones will end up, this one goes outside, displaces kicks the cold air outside, so in through the vent. There's a vent down here, in here, and then it will kick the cold air out and blow the hot air in, or blow hot air in. That one right there is my fresh air into the grow room. So this one actually does get wet too and drippy as well, as you can see. So I had water build up, kicked this guy off. Now we're warming it up, got the least of the ice down, but it's been about off for 6 hours. Cold day. We are 60 degrees, 58. It was like 55 when I got here after work, but I did get this guy going. Turned my dehumidifier or my dehydrator on full bar. Left the door open. That's gonna help because I got that fan out. Got my grow room closed right now to at least keep as much air heat in there as I can until I get that guy back and up and running. One of the main purposes I want to do it or make this video was to show that some mushrooms just don't like growing in the cold. This is my lion's mane. I noticed this last night. It was starting to pull away from the substrate. It was down there last night. So I put it up here, and now, man, you can even just see. So this actually just turned off. It was been blasting pretty much all day. Let's see where we're at. We're at 91.3. But yeah, I was just pulling down, so I made sure just so it didn't fall on the floor. I put it up here, and now it's not doing good at all. But as you can see, so I think this might be two things. So this one's starting to pull away as well. I can see my breath over here in this little corner. So that one's pulling away. It's either because there's just too much. This has been kicking on. This is on probably like 80%. That normally it's like maybe on 50%, on off 50%. This I leave the lion's mane open air. If you're not familiar, I've just learned open air. The lion's mane do a lot better outside the tent as long as I leave it open, and my blues and my shiitakes do a lot better inside the tent. Obviously, this all being said without it being negative outside. So that on the outside of this wall is my garage door, and over there is another garage door. So 5 feet from there, or like 5 feet from here, is negative degrees outside. Maybe one degree, something like that. So yeah, really cold on this wall. I can feel it's like 50 degrees in here, probably 55 at the most. This one in particular, and what I'm showing you is I've had this one 7 days, 5 to 7 days. I lose track a little bit. No pins at all on this whole guy. This one's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. One thing I did learn is these ones I put in here probably like 7 days ago. These ones I put in like 2 days ago, and these ones are pinning. But how I got that, and maybe this was part of the reason because it's too cold in here, is I had these guys just sitting out after I soaked them. I drained it overnight, and then, or actually I drained it in the morning and then just let them sit while I went to work. So we had about 6 hours, 7 hours where they're just sitting in the regular 70 degree temperature weather. Yeah, look how many are on this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though that one's way too cold and mushrooms aren't growing properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So it's dried. You can only see that one's dried. I'm gonna go over here. Boom, dry and cracky shiitake. Way too dry in here. So it's because even this humidity that's pumping in now. See this? It's just so cold in here, I'm assuming. The blues love it. The blues freaking love the cold. I've grown blues in like 40s. That's the first mushroom I started rocking with is the blues. Shiitakes are my third one in lion's mane I'm pretty familiar with. But shiitakes, I'm just learning these guys. And learning they like a little bit more warm. Because yeah, usually these logs would have like 20 to 30 pins on each of them. And we're rocking like 6 to 10, 12 maybe. So, yeah. Mental note, get your heaters ready in Minnesota. So we don't have little problems like this. I'm gonna go get another heater, a little ceramic heater for my room. I'm gonna kick the oil heater out that I got in my bedroom right now, out here. I just have to fix this cord. Got a double broken cord, this 100-foot cord. And that way I'm gonna yoink I need more power in this whole freaking, I use a lot of energy, obviously. In my back garage, I have it's got its own little box back there, teeny little box. So I'm gonna run this 100-footer from there over to here, back over to here to get that heater going, and then I'm gonna get my other oil heater from in my house, and I'm gonna put it in this corner. So it's actually, it will help this whole area stay warmer, because the door here, this is the garage door. Last year I learned that I do need to keep this area warmer anyway, so this is a twofold thingy. This is the one to my humidifier, and if this freezes up, which it did last year, I didn't know it froze up, and I was running on empty in my humidifier, which can end up breaking the mister that's in there. It's like a little fog machine in the bottom of the humidifier. So, and if it's running on with no water in the little fog machine, that thing can break that thing. It's $100, $115 piece. So, like a supersonic mister, let's call it something like that. I'll figure that out. Or I'm gonna actually make a video, I think, of doing one of these builds. So that's it. We're getting a heater over here, which will hopefully help this whole area and maybe kill this problem. And I'm gonna even try to seal that up a little bit better. And yeah, try to keep it all warm again. But it is actually supposed to be 30 degrees on Saturday, Sunday, so back up. But I'm gonna do a video on this build. This is what I'm talking about. So there's a little mister in the bottom of this, and this fills up automatically with water from that tube. And it's got a little bathroom toilet stopper thingy to tell when the water is always full, so it fills up automatically. It was a big thing that I had to do instead of filling this thing up, making sure I fill it up every day, was to get it automatic. And I'm going to do a video on this pretty soon, because I'm going to actually put this on. I might even, now that I'm learning this, I might even take, because that's a colder, especially if I'm putting a heater here, I might do a huge massive flip and make this my new grow room. And then all this is pretty much my clean room, and obviously all my buckets. And I hang my herbs and stuff in there. Kombucha room, so it's typically my clean room. It just looks like a mess, but they're all clean buckets, and I just got these buckets to start producing my own mushrooms. So I'm gonna rock mushroom buckets eventually once I get my systems in place for that. Save me on some plastic. I know I don't have all the saving plastic now, but man, with all the bags that I'll be not buying every week and throwing away, I can reuse these buckets. So I might make a huge flip. And especially if there's a heater here and a heater here, this tent's gonna stay warmer than that tent in the corner over there, I believe. So, which would be better. Obviously, we're seeing what happens if it's not warm enough. So, all right, guys, stay tuned. Next one, I'm gonna be doing grow root. That video, I got the grape propagation video coming, and I'm gonna do a whiteboard on the future plans of the farm pretty soon. So I'm gonna kind of clean it up and go over exactly now that I'm in mode of thinking next year and planning already next year. I got the game plan pretty much set in my mind, and what we're gonna move to get up to. This is 70 items. We're gonna have over 70 items on the farm eventually. We won't yet. That's when I get full time on this farm. I'll be doing plant milks and ferments and different stuff like that. So I got to pump brakes on a couple things. I'm gonna supercharge lettuces next year, and my lion's mane jerky is gonna smash the market. So. Excited for that guy to license that and do all that. So the biggest movement next year is with that lion's mane jerky. So I got to get my lion's mane on point first, so I can get my stockpile. I got still 7 blocks going there, and I was planning on dehydrating a bunch of this once I get these next stores. I'm supposed to be doing the stores tonight, but now that my lion's mane is just putts in, I might have to do them in the next 2 days as long as I can get this warm and get these guys rocking. All right, guys, blessings. Stay tuned. Great one. Bye.